All right. Actually, we'll use pink for this one. This is problem number 2. It is asking us to multiply 387 times 64, but using the standard algorithm method. And apparently lots of words using place values. Well, I guess I'll keep that there actually. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, I missed class when we talked about this. So this might be a little rough, but we're gonna try our best. So, first thing I need to do when I'm using standard algorithm is line up my numbers vertically, up and down. And I wanna line them up according to place value. It's easiest to start on the right with our ones. So we wanna line these up and down. I'll show you in a second. So in 387, in the ones place, we have a 7. In 64, in the ones place, we have a 4. So I can just put a 7 above a 4, call that a party. Now I want to line up my tens. In 387, we have an 8. And in 64, we have a 6. My hundreds, 387, I have a 3. In 64, I have a 0, but you know what? Okay, not a very good eraser. I ain't gotta write that. So now we have them lined up vertically. I can draw my lovely line to help me separate what I'm doing down here from up here. Put my little times symbol so I don't accidentally think I'm adding. Apparently, that's why I put that there. So, just like in the last methods, we're multiplying kind of each place value in 387 by each place value in 64. So right, what that means is I need to do my 7 by 4, my 7 by 6. It might be easier actually to show it this way. In 64, I have to multiply everything by this way. I have to do my 4 by 7, my 4 by 8, and my 4 by 3. So we can do that first down here. And our ones, might be easier if we go like this, maybe. Maybe. Not really sure if this will work. 4 times 7 is our first thing. We're multiplying the numbers, I guess, in the ones first. So 4 times 7, I know is 28. In 28, I have an 8 in the ones place and a 2 in the tens place. So I'm going to take my 8, I'm going to put it down here. Let's extend our lines. In the ones column, because I know there's going to be an 8 over here for 28. But just like I would, what is that called? Regroup in adding, like adding a 10 to the tens column. I'm going to do that in multiplication, but actually we'll talk about that in a second. So we have 28, we're going to add 2 tens to the next column. So we have a 2, it technically is 2 times 10 there, but since I don't want to write all that out, I'm just going to put a 2. Right, so we have our 2 tens from 28 over in the tens column and our 8 in the ones. So now I'm going to take my 4, I'm going to multiply it by the tens, the 80, 4 times 80, just like I would do up here. Right? I did 4 times 7, now I'll do 4 times 80. 4 times 80, I know is 320, right? 4 times 8, yeah. In 320, I have a 2 in the tens. Okay, well that doesn't make sense. Well, I am doing 4 times 80, yes, but when we're doing standard algorithm, we're just looking at it as 4 times 8. So 4 times 8 is 32. I really this is 320, but when we're doing standard algorithm, we're not focusing on the ones column because we already did that. So we have 32, 4 times 8. In 32, we have a 2 in the tens. If it was 320 tens, we put a 2 here. Then we have a 3. Oh no. See, I'm getting sidetracked here. Now we're really thinking about how I can explain this. 4 times 8 is 32. Yes. So that would be 320. But remember, we just added, or we didn't add, we brought 2 more tens over from this column. So we need to add those tens or add the ones, I guess, add 2 to 32, that would be 34, right? So in this column, we're gonna put a 4. That would be a 4 in the 10 spot. And in, okay, again, we have 34, which is really 340, so we have a 3 in the hundreds. Erase some of this. So we're gonna add our 3 over here in just a second. That's our 3 from the 34 that we just did. So we did 4 times 7, like this, 4 times 7, 4 times 80. Now we need to do 4 times 300. But we're really just doing 4 times 3, which we know is 12. But like I just said, we have this extra 3 up here, so we're gonna do add 3 to the 12, which is 15. And if we were really doing 4 times 300, right, it would be 1,200 or 1,200. And we brought 3 over from here, from this column, but that was really 300s that we brought over, right? So if we take 1,200 plus 300, right, we get 1,500. So in 1,500, right, we have a 5 in the hundreds place, and then we have 1,000 for 1,300. So we can add a 1 there.